All right, little Reese, how's it going?
What's good?
Man, just out here, you know what I'm saying? Came to link up with you, man. That's what's up.
Where you from?
I'm out of Rialto, California.
So how many hours you drive to do this interview?
4 hours.
Like 4 hours.
Yeah, 3 hours. Well, it only took us 3 hours to get here.
About 3.5 hours.
We ain't too far from Vegas.
For sure.
But man, let's get into it, man. A lot of people know who you are, but I went through, interviews and I did your research and everything, and there isn't really a lot of get to know Reese out there, man.
I don't do that. I don't do interviews and no shit like that. So it's hard for people to know who I am because I don't do interviews and I don't be in the camera like that.
Yeah, man. So, I was hoping that, you could share a little bit about, growing up for you, man. What it was like for you.
I mean, shit, it was rough. You could see my past all on the internet.
You were originally from Calumet Projects?
Calumet.
Calumet Project.
Calumet, yeah, that's the project from 62nd in Calumet. It's called the Calumet Building.
Just north of O Block, right?
No, it's south. It's right across the street from O Block, but they tore our projects down.
In 2007?
No, 2003.
2003, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I found a picture of you when you were 5, throwing up the trays. Was that in those projects?
No, that actually was at a party, my daddy friends took me to. I was 5 years old, gang banging and shit.
So your whole family was involved in the streets?
Shit, basically, I ain't gonna lie. Shit, my family stayed in the streets. That's how I grew up.
Yeah. All right, and how many brothers and sisters do you have? I
got 3 sisters on my mama's side. I got 1 sister, 2. I got 2 sisters on my daddy's side. 1 brother on. My mama got 5 kids all together. My daddy got 5, 6 kids all together. So it's a lot of.
A lot of you guys, okay. Did you have both your parents in your house?
No, I ain't had both my parents growing up together. They was together for a little minute, but they eventually separated and shit.
Oh, okay. What was school like for you?
It was cool. I made it to 11th grade, and then I had got kicked out of school and shit. Then I just started rapping.
Okay, high school. What high school did you go to?
CVS. I went to Lincoln Park. Then I transferred to CVS shit.
Okay. A lot of your homies went to high school with you?
Yeah, hell yeah. A lot of my homies, yeah, hell yeah.
Chief Keef and...
No, they ain't never go to school with me. He ain't go to school with me, man. I'm from the same projects.
But where'd you move after you moved from Calumet Projects?
Well, I moved over there on 300.
Okay.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's where my mama from. My mama from 300, and my daddy, he from the Calumet Building, the projects right there, by O Block. So
Okay, so you're always back and forth.
Right, hell yeah.
Until they tore the buildings down?
Yeah.
When they tore the buildings down, I was reading about it, and I guess, a lot of the BDs and everything kind of just spread all over from there.
Yeah, everybody went everywhere. Once they tore the buildings down, people went all through the city because there wasn't nowhere else to go. So people was going to O Block. You got people was going to 300. You got people was going to fucking in the hundreds. You got people was moving in the suburbs. You got people was moving everywhere. So we was just basically spread it out. Everybody was spread it out.
Who all lived in there? Was there anybody that, that we would know of that lived in that building at that time?
I'm trying to think. That y'all know that lived in the building. Fredo used to be in the building. My homie Fredo used to be in the building. And shit, who else that I could say that everybody know that used to be in the building? That's about it. Fredo was the only one. Fredo used to be in the building. Chief Keef used to be in the building.
Even at that young? Huh?
Yeah, even when we was that little. Yeah, all us used to be in the building.
Oh, so you knew Chief Keef?
Yeah.
When you guys were
we was kids.
Did your families know each other?
Yeah, my family know his family.
So you guys go back then. Okay. Do you remember how you guys met?
I don't even remember. I know it was a long time ago. That shit was so long ago.
Wow, that's crazy, man. So, what was it like growing up with Chief Keef that young?
I don't know. So we used to be walking around and shit, gang banging.
That young?
Yeah, that young. We was walking around. We ain't had nothing back then. We used to just be walking around and shit.
Was there anybody else with you guys that we might know of?
I mean, shit. Vaughn used to be with us.
That young?
Yeah, when we was little, walking around and shit.
Oh shit!
Walking
Damn.
around and shit.
I didn't know you guys went back that far. This brings us to the shooting that happened in Chicago while you were driving. Can you walk me through exactly what happened?
I mean, see, I was finna go put some money on my OG account. And shit, I guess a car rolled up, probably thinking I was somebody else, and shot the car, but whatever. However the shit went.
So you think they thought you were somebody else? You don't think they targeted you?
I guess, I don't know, you feel me?
Yeah. And, okay, you're driving to Chicago. Are you by yourself?
Yeah, I was by myself.
So the car gets shot up, and are you outside of the car at this point, or how do you end up outside of the car?
Shit, I got out that motherfucker.
Oh, so when they started shooting, you was trying to get away, like out the car?
When I got shot and I realized I was shot, I got out the car, like, trying to see where the fuck they at. Like, I'm like, looking around, trying to see where they at. Wasn't nobody around. So I just got in the car that was behind me and just told them to take him to the hospital.
Okay, so it was your idea to get to the hospital that fast. You didn't want to wait for no ambulance.
Right. Yeah, it was all on me. That was all me. I wasn't nobody else.
So you're taken to the hospital, and did they transfer you? I think I read somewhere that they took you to one hospital and then transferred you to another.
Yeah, I made it through surgery at that hospital. I was in good state, so they took me to another hospital and just, I was good from there.
Were you awake the whole time?
No, I wasn't awake. Like, when I first got in the hospital and shit, I think, I don't know. Like, I was just looking up for a minute. Then the doctor came and just shot me on my arm with some shit, and I was just out. And I woke up, shit, everything was good.
Was this the first time you've ever been shot?
Yeah.
What did it feel like when that bullet first hit you? What were you thinking?
I ain't even realize I was shot. I just, like, felt rips coming through the car, but I ain't realize I was hit until I got out the car and went to another person's car, like, asking for help. They was, like, looking at me, like, scared and shit. Like, what the fuck? Like, something was wrong. They was looking at me like something was wrong, so I knew something was wrong at the time. I'm like, damn. Then I just felt my neck, and I felt blood coming from my neck. I just put my thing over my shit, like, and just let them take me to the hospital.
Wow. Were they talking to you or anything, or what were they saying to you?
No, they was telling me, like, I'm good, breathe and shit. You gonna make it, ooh, shit like that.
Yeah, okay. They take you to the hospital. Are you thinking you're gonna make it, or are you thinking like, yo, this shit's over?
I ain't gonna lie. I thought it was over for a minute, but shit, I guess I made it. I thought it was over, I ain't gonna lie, because I knew I was shot in the neck. But I'm like, shit, if I make it, I make it. And I made it, shit.
Yeah, that's a hell of a shot, man. You get shot one time in the neck with a Draco, man, but there must have been bullets flying everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
What damage did the bullet do to you?
It came out my back. It went from my neck to my back. So it came out like right here, and it came out my back right here. Yeah. So that bitch went out my neck, came out my back.
Was it the full bullet, or was it just a piece of the bullet? Do you know?
It wasn't no piece. Shit. If it was a piece, it would have never came out. Yeah. Ain't no piece finna come out your back like this whole bullet.
They had to operate on you. What all did they operate on?
Just my neck. My neck and probably my back, just like face my back. They stapled my back up where like the bullet came out of, and they just like staple and put stitches in the front of my shit.
Just like that, man. Wow. Did they ever have to bring you back to life or anything like that?
No, I ain't get to that, bro. I was good when I came in the hospital. Yep. I think we all seen the staples on your throat, man. When we first heard about the news, man, that you were shot in the neck, man, we were thinking like, man, like, yo, I was thinking it was over with,
it, man. Not many people make it from a neck shot, man. That's a blessing.
I already know.
Yeah. For the person, for somebody who's watching this, who's like never been in the streets or been around bullets, man, what did it feel like?
I don't know. I mean, shit, I can't tell you how that shit feel. Like, you gotta really like be in that type of situation to know what it feel like.
Okay. At what point you start to wake up and you know what I'm saying, you're realizing what happened. What are your feelings at this moment? Are you just happy to be alive?
Yeah,
are you mad?
I was happy to be alive. I didn't care about nothing else. I'm like, I made it. That's what it is. I wasn't thinking about nothing else. I was just like, shit, I'm here. I made it. Once I realized, like, I was good.
How long were you in the hospital for?
Like 3-4 days.
Were you ever thinking like, yo, these dudes, you know, might come to the hospital and try to finish the job?
Hell no. I wasn't thinking that not one time.
No?
If they wanted to finish the job, they would have did it when I hopped out the car. And when they was shooting shit, they ass ran, like, on some scary shit. Like, that's how they did it. Like, when I got out the car, when nobody around, I'm looking for their ass. When nobody around, I'm like, damn. They got up out of here, they bitch ass. If they want to do the job, they was gonna keep it going and make sure I'm dead. Niggas ain't do none of that.
Yeah, I think there was a little video online where you see the dude. We can't see you, but we can see the dude, you know, hopping out, you know, and then just hopping right back in his car. You know, when we first heard about this, man, you know, and we learned that you lived, you know, we're thinking like, yo, he's gonna be in the hospital a while. It's gonna take a while to recover. You know, we didn't know if you'd walk or talk. You know, but it was like 3 days later, you're hopping on live. You know what I mean? Like it was like
it was too much going on. I was seeing everybody stay talking about I'm dead and all this shit. So they was like, shit, just go live and let them know you good. That's what I did. I just went live to let motherfuckers know I'm good.
What was the first thing you did when you got out of the hospital?
I think I was chilling with my people. That's about it. I ain't do too much. I was just catching up on some little shit. That's it. I ain't do too much after I get out the hospital.
I mean, were you like, like how were you feeling like good? Like, obviously except for your throat, but
yeah, I was good.
You know,
like far like spirit wise, yeah, I was good.
A little sore.
Shit, I ain't gonna lie. I was so for a minute. Like I couldn't talk for like a month. Like really couldn't talk for a month. Had to like sit up in the dark. Like people talking to me, I can't talk back type shit for a whole month.
Frustrating.
Yeah, it was a little frustrating. Yeah, I was treating everybody who was around me because I was frustrated around not knowing like, damn, is I'm gonna be able to talk again? But I think they told me like, yeah, I was gonna be good.
I mean, as far as we know, man, you know, the person wasn't caught, so they're probably gonna see this. They're probably gonna be watching this. You know, is there anything you'd like to tell them?
I ain't got nothing to say.
Nothing to say, okay. You know, one thing I notice is people who get shot, they often feel like they're invincible afterwards. That's like a common theme, but that wasn't you.
Ain't nobody invisible. Ain't
Right.
nobody invisible. You say that I changed what?
Oh, I was saying, did getting shot change you at all?
I mean, it made me just move a little better and shit, and like probably like think a little better like on what to do and shit in certain situations.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. How long did they have the staples in you?
For like, I think they was in for like a month. Like all that shit was in for like a month. I left it in for like a month. I made sure I healed right.
And what did the doctor say about your voice? Will it ever?
They told me like it wasn't gonna come back. Like they was like, your voice ain't gonna come back. You ain't gonna be able to rap no more and do this and that. I'm like, all right.
So at this point, is this it right here for you, or is it still continuing to get better?
I mean, I don't know, shit. I'm thinking it's continuing to get better, shit. My voice used to be lower than this. I think it's improving, you ask me.
Sounds like it's improving to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely, man. Especially from a year ago or so.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know.
And I ain't never had surgery on my neck or nothing. Like, as far as like trying to get my voice back. Like, I ain't never go through therapy or nothing for my voice or nothing. I just let everything like heal on its own type shit. I ain't do none of that.
Did they recommend therapy?
Yeah, they recommended all that, but I ain't do none of that shit.
Are you still gonna rap? Are you planning on rapping even with this voice?
Yeah, hell yeah. Why would I stop? I got a big fan base.
Have you released anything? Did I miss it? Did you release anything?
No, I ain't released nothing lately. But I'm releasing some, like, I think I'm finna release something like in April. Then I'm gonna release this Get Back Game 3 project that's coming up probably like 2 months after I release this project in April. This Land Run 2 project. After I release the Land Run 2, I'm gonna do the Get Back Game, and that's about it. I'm gonna be chilling for a little second.
That's what's up. So you've already been recording then?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie. You know, when it comes out, I'm you know, I think it's gonna be dope though.
Get that shit off Spotify, iTunes, shit, what the Apple Music, shit, everything. Yeah, well, on every platform.
You know, I was watching a vlog, man, and I seen somebody ask you if it hurts to talk.
Hell no, it don't hurt.
No?
Hell no.
Nothing hurts at all?
Hell no, I'm good. Everything normal.
You know, man, recently there was some really sad news about Vaughn, you know, passing away. And, you know, man, I always see this clip of you guys online. And I don't know how many times this clip done went viral, but when I say it, I'm sure you gonna know which one it is. You know, you and Vaughn are in O Block, and there's that kid that puts the little plastic gun to your head. You know, and you know, I don't know, everybody, you know, laughs at this clip, man. And you know, what was your favorite time just hanging out with Vaughn? Is there anything you can share with us?
I don't know. I mean, shit, we used to do a lot of shit together. Like before, like even both of us was famous, or he was famous, or I was famous.
Yeah, so you guys go way back. Yeah, that's what you were saying. You know, since you guys were kids, man.
Yeah, everybody I been around me since I was kids. Like really, I don't really hang with nobody that be new and shit. Like I don't like to make new friends and shit like that.
Yeah.
We was getting into it with the older people. Like these the people like our big brothers and shit age. We was getting into it with them. We was going, you know how you would be growing up and motherfuckers testing y'all and shit. We growing up and shit. Our oldest brothers and shit testing us and shit. So shit, Vaughn, his ass, he came up out of nowhere while we was getting into it with our older brothers and shit. He came up out of nowhere and shit. He had a gun on him. So that's when everybody, like all the older brothers, been like, man, what the fuck? Like, what's wrong with this little boy? Like, fuck is he doing with a gun on him? Y'all like 14, y'all like 13. What the fuck is he doing with a gun on him? They got scared, but they started respecting us ever since then. Like they looked at us different.
When they seen you were that young and
ready, and they seen we was on point, they looked at us different.
So these were like what, 3, 4
No, they
years?
was probably like 5, 6, 7 years old enough.
Okay. How did you first hear about Vaughn?
First, I was in crib, laying down the shit, and the motherfucker called me like, shit, Vaughn got shot. They didn't even say he was dead. They was like, he got shot. And then they called me back like, 2 more of your guys just got killed. I'm like, all right. Then they called me back like, Vaughn did. I'm like, what the fuck? It was like too much. I'm like, what the fuck? Then shit, I just heard the news and that's what it was.
Yeah, I mean, you know, from what has been reported, man, you know, Vaughn was sitting in his car when someone came up to him and told him, you know, Quano's over there, and, you know, he just takes off on him. You know, did you see the video?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen it.
What was your first reaction when you seen it?
Shit, ain't want no reaction. Shit, that's what it was. I was just looking. And
little Tim gets arrested, and he was sitting in jail. And the past couple of days, he gets bailed out. You know, I seen you. You know, you think you were on live, and you mentioned a few things. What was your reaction when you heard he was out?
Ain't want no reaction. I don't always jail on nobody. I don't care. Like, it is what it is. Like, he out. Like, what?
You know, one thing I've noticed about Vaughn is, man, he had a lot of love. Like, I mean, dude, you know, like, outside of Chicago, even. You know, like, a lot of dudes in Chicago loved him, you know what I'm saying? But he, like, had a lot of love, you know what I'm saying? Even in Florida and Atlanta and, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everywhere, you know? What do you think the chances, man, that, like, a crazy fan might try to do something? Little Tim.
I don't know. That's on them. Shit, I ain't gotta watch my back.
recently you had some back and forth with 6ix9ine.
I ain't had no back and forth with him. His ass goofy. His ass be trying to argue with me and get into it with me for clout, cause he a snitch and he know like he trolling. Like if he troll me, like people are looking to it, cause I'm still in the streets and he a snitch and he not in the streets. So that's what he'll try to do, like get my attention. I don't be wanting his attention. He try to get my attention.
So you think that's all he does is just talk his shit just to get you guys to talk about him?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's basically what niggas be on, trolling. Niggas be trolling. Fucking trolls.
Speaking of 6ix9ine, man, you also had a little bit of back and forth with 22 G's over the live with 6ix9ine.
I don't even know him. Who is him? I don't know who that is. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know who that nigga is. We talk about something else. I don't know him.
I interviewed S-Dot recently.
I seen you interview him in a couple of moments, and that's why I know I'll do it with him.
Oh, okay. That's what's up.
I checked you out. I checked your shit out before I did an interview with you and shit.
Yeah, definitely, man. That's cool dude, man.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about when Sosa dropped, when he first came out. You guys, did that. One of his big hits when he first came out was with you, and he was saying how he got the blame for a lot of the violence that happened in Chicago. Was there any change in the hood and the streets and everything when he started to blow up?
Hell yeah, boy, it was busting. Outside was busting. I ain't gonna lie, Sosa had the whole city, boy. You remember when that bang came out on King Day? You couldn't stand on no blocks unless it was like that, bang. Yeah. The drill, it was a real drill outside, and that's when a lot of people died. So they like to blame Sosa. I wouldn't blame Sosa. He just rapping what was going on. Shit, this what's going on.
What was Chicago like during that time when you guys first came out?
That bitch was reckless. It was reckless. It wasn't sweet. I ain't gonna lie. When we first came out, that's when a lot of the murder rate. That shit was going up. When we first came out, that shit was high, sky high. Yeah.
And were people blaming Chief Keef for all this, or?
Hell no, they can't blame him. They gotta blame themselves. How they gonna blame one person? Cause he a rapper or something? No, that's not his fault. That's everybody's fault.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I don't think
it's his fault.
People should it's his fault, but I also don't think people should be blamed for other people's actions.
Yeah,
but
hell no.
It was just, something that was being said, so
That's what they always be saying. Nobody don't know.
I seen a video with you at one of Chief Keef's video shoots. Mm-hmm. What's one of the biggest memories you guys have doing music or hanging out or something?
I don't know, we got a lot. We've been doing shit for a long time together. I think I could probably say when we first got on, when we wasn't nobody really, we was in Champagne, we was probably 8 years ago, we was in Champagne. This nigga Tato, he gets shot in Champagne, trying to rob somebody for some weed. Imagine, we these big names and shit, we rappers and shit, all this 9 years ago. And you see all us pull up there and Tato try to rob you and the nigga take his gun and shoot him. Some shit like that. I'm like, what the fuck? But when we come back, he limping. Bro, we what the fuck? How the fuck you just get shot?
Oh, wow. And what happened after that? You guys rushed him to the hospital, I take it?
Yeah. Took him to the hospital and shit. He was good though, he didn't get shot. Shit was shot in the leg.
Oh yeah, that's no big deal. Mm-hmm. Recovered and everything.
Yeah, quick. He was good. He got right out the hospital a couple of hours.
What was it like, man, when you guys first when Don't Like came on? I Don't Like came out, man. It was a huge hit, and you were on it. Mm-hmm. I believe was that your first big song, or you had some songs before that? Cause
I had songs before that,
Because I believe you were the first one to get signed, right?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
And then
Keef, everybody,
right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so you guys are all making music.
Mm-hmm.
and you got songs and videos out, and then Chief comes along, and he, does what he does. Man, what were you guys partying a lot, hanging out?
I don't know, that shit was moving quick. Like, I don't know, everything was moving fast. Like, I don't know. That shit flew by.
You don't remember a lot?
I don't know, that shit flew by, that shit.
That's how you know it was a good time.
Oh, that shit flew by, man.
You were real close with Fredo Santana.
Yeah, that's my boy.
Man.
Speak highly of him.
What happened?
I said I speak highly of him, that's my boy.
Yeah, I think I seen a video, a little clip or something where you know what I'm saying, you were like, speaking highly of him, or, I forget exactly the words, but yeah. And, you guys meet when you guys are kids too?
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah, man. I've been together since we were shorty. Like, we really was in the streets, like, me and Fredo, and then we had Keef, like, he was always in the studio rapping. But it was me and Fredo who really was in the streets. But we had just, like, come fuck with Sosa in the studio after we leave the block and shit. Like, Sosa didn't want to come to the block, he had to stay in the studio. Me and Fredo was, like, really the street niggas.
Do you have any stories you could share with Fredo?
Yeah, I got a lot of stories, I ain't gonna lie. One story, can I share this story? Fredo had, I come to his crib in California. I fly out there, bang. The man stay like on some boats, like by boats and shit, like his crib like on water. I come in his house, he got 2 bitches in the bed with him, he sleep with them. I'm like, I come in the room, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, what's up, what you on? He hop in. He had 2 bitches in the bed, he hop in, I get on the other side with the other bitch. Now we both in the bed with the hoes and shit. But make a long story short, shit, that's the type of nigga he was. He was a good nigga, like a real nigga, like ain't want too many like dude.
Yeah, that's what I hear. I hear, a lot of people say he did a lot for a lot of people, and was really there, man. Sad, sad situations. What about L.A. Capone?
LA, yeah, like my little brother Chubbs used to fuck with LA. Like Chubbs used to bring him on the block and shit. Like soon I started like noticing like LA Capone and shit. Like damn, this one to look at, like you would be looking like everybody look at me like big brother and shit. Like that's big bro, that's big bro type shit. So I want like never really trying to hang with him, like hang with, cause I looked at them like shorty's low key a little bit, but I really wasn't trying to hang with them, like at the time. Then when I noticed like who he was and shit, and I started noticing like what he was on and shit, yeah, I ended up getting killed and shit.
Oh, so he was a little younger than you? Yeah,
but I used to see him and shit. I used to acknowledge him and shit. But I never really like hang with him and all that shit. Like, cause that wasn't my crowd. He wasn't my crowd and shit. Then I started getting up on his music and shit, started getting into him a little bit and see how he was coming, and I was fucking with him and shit. Then he had dad and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, man, he was super talented, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, man, I definitely think he would have blown up.
Yeah, he would have.
I seen somewhere where you said that, when you guys were young, you guys used to miss a lot of video shoots and sessions just out of...
Shit was moving too fast for us. Like, say for instance, we just not coming from the streets and shit, and we get signed. Now we gotta do shit different. We gotta go to video shoots. We gotta be on point for this. We gotta be on time for this. We missing all that shit because we not used to this type of shit.
Yeah, I think I seen somewhere Chief Keef said like he never scheduled a video shoot.
Mm-hmm.
He just like, let's do it. We shoot a video.
We don't schedule no video shoot. We just shoot. We just do it. Shit never be scheduled. Like we didn't schedule that. Like we shooting a video on this day. Like we just did it. And it just blew up, and that's just what happened. It was good.
Yeah, that was that's crazy, man. I mean, do you feel like you lost a lot of opportunities?
No, hell no. I feel like shit, we still got a lot of opportunities ahead of us. Like we fresh in the game. Like we really we really who motherfuckers like look up to nowadays. So it's like, I feel like, shit, we got a lot left.
What's your relationship like with Little Durk?
That's my mans. All us got good relationships. We ain't got no fucked up relationships. Like anyone else could call each other and chop it up. I could call any one of them and chop it up. I ain't got no bad relationship with nobody. Nobody got no bad relationship with me.
Yeah, I thought I'd give you the chance to clear it up because I know. I mean, I wasn't even gonna bring it up, but it was in the news recently. Where like I don't know, there was a rumor that you choked him out in the club or something back in the day.
That shit fake. That shit false. That shit came from a hating ass op. That shit fake. Never ever never.
Okay. And how'd you meet Little Durk?
I mean, shit.
Same.
Like we all from the same hood. Like Durk came to the hood, and shit. That's when we all start fucking with each other and shit.
What was it like? Just them early days on Lamron, man, just hanging out.
Shit, that's what made us who we is right now. All us, like them early days, made us who we is right now. That's why I mean, shit. We still got love for each other. Ain't no fake love or none of that shit.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of you guys, what I'm saying, became from Lamron, a lot of you guys became, real popular, man. You know what I'm saying, got famous. Would you guys just be hanging out in the street, walking up and down, just chilling?
No, we used to just be on the block and shit.
Bullshitting?
Yeah, bullshitting around.
Weed.
Go to the studio every now and then. We put in that work, I ain't gonna lie. Like, we used to go to the studio every now and then, like, but we still put in that work at the end of the day. Like, it wasn't no fly overnight shit for us.
What age did you start rapping?
What age? I think I was like, I was really 10 years old in the Kanye building when I first started rapping. I made my first song. Yeah, but then I ain't really take it serious until me and Sosa don't really got on. But I was like 10 years old when I first made my first track type shit, when I first made my track.
Sosa gets on, and that's when you go, okay.
Like, fuck it.
But then you had a deal before that, though, kind of, right?
No, we ain't never had no deal, no shit like that.
You didn't have no deal. Okay. Chief Keef gets on, and now you're inspired to
go hard, to
go hard.
Yeah, it's opportunity. I couldn't miss it. I mean, like, if your homie around you, like, say, for instance, you with a nigga every day, and he get on.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna be easy for you to get on.
He gonna be able to just take you with him, man.
It ain't even taking you with him. Cause he ain't take me with him. Like, I had to get on for myself. Like, Chief Keef didn't help me get on. I had to get on for myself. I had to put the work in for myself. So basically, I was around the shit. I had to put the work in. Like, that's how it was. He ain't help me get on the shit. I got my own deal. I got a deal before him.
And so you get your first deal, and that must have been super motivating. But you're still in the streets, though. Man, I've seen a lot of rappers say, man, that it's really hard to have one foot in the streets and one foot in the music business.
It ain't hard. That's basically your lifestyle. It ain't even hard at all. Well, that was my lifestyle. It ain't a lot of rappers' lifestyle. I don't know what to tell them.
It wasn't difficult for you?
No, it wasn't difficult for me to be in the streets and rap. That's what I chose, so that's what I was doing.
At what point did you realize, this is taking off? Was it like I Don't Like song?
Yeah. Cause I ain't gonna lie, that shit did so many views in the day. I'm like, damn, this song finna really blow up. I ain't never had no song that was moving quick like that. I'm like, damn, this song finna really blow up. I'm like, damn, we might finna be on. Shit, next thing I know, Kanye West got on the remix.
You just tweeted about that recently, right?
And they like took me off the song. Someone's like, Kanye and them took me off the song. I wasn't mad or none. I just was like, I killed that shit. So I'm like, I wasn't mad. I'm like, I know I killed that shit. Motherfuckers gonna really see, like, they gonna see what's going on. So when they took me off the song and shit, they probably thought like, it means somebody really helped. That shit probably helped more than ever, them taking me off the song. Cause the song ended up still going platinum and all type of shit. Like, I got a plaque for the song. I got a platinum plaque for the song. Like, sold over like 500,000 records and shit like that. I'm good off that shit. I wasn't really tripping. I just talk shit here and there and then, but I don't really care. Like, for him taking me off the song, cause I ended up getting my own song with Drake and Ross. I put them on my song, so I wasn't really mad. I ain't really care. I talk shit here and there and then, but I ain't really care.
I don't know why he would have took you off, man. I was kind of surprised when I heard that. I didn't know. But, I guess it worked out for you anyway, though, right? I mean, you ended up still... just because, from the original and the work you've been putting in and everything, you still...
Ended up getting a song with Drake, Ross, Jeezy, Twista, all type of motherfucker.
How was that like, working with them?
I mean, shit, it was a learning experience, shit. I know so much right now in the game by just fucking with all them type of people.
Yeah. Yeah, especially now. Drake, he's the biggest,
Ross, Jeezy, all these niggas.
Yeah. And, man, what did your homies think, man, when all this started going on, man? They didn't,
A lot of my homies couldn't take it. Like, they ain't know what to do or, like, how to face it. Because they still was thinking I was still the same little Reese, but they had to realize and they had to face it like I'm not. This ain't our same homie from a few months ago.
Shit popular, rich.
Shit different. Family looking at you different, all type of shit.
No way. How did your family accept you blowing up?
I don't know. They still can't face the fact like I'm not the same shorty I once was.
Yeah.
They still trying to figure it out.
Even after all this time. Man, that's crazy, man. Yeah, I've heard it could be tough.
Yeah.
Working through the dynamics of everything.
Mm-hmm.
I seen you've been arrested a few times, and there was a couple that kind of stuck out to me. And I guess a cop planted a gun in your car one time.
Yeah, it was some shit like that, like, cause I was in the back seat and shit. The police had like put a gun like by my, like, I don't know, I think it was on the other side, and they ended up putting it on my side, cause they knew who I was, trying to make it seem like the gun was mine. But I had ended up beating the case.
Okay, and so nothing happened, then they threw it out?
Yeah, they threw it out. Yeah, I beat the case. Yeah, they threw that out.
Okay. And in 2018, the cops raided you got your house raided by an ex-football player?
Mm-hmm.
No way.
Yeah, the feds raided my house in 2018.
And what all happened with that?
I mean, I think I ended up beating the case or getting it thrown out or something. But they had took $100,000 out my crib. I ain't never take it to court or none of a fight it, so I just left that shit alone, and everything just I guess that shit went away. Shit, I got the case threw out.
So you never got your money back?
No, I ain't never get my shit back.
That's fucked up. What's your current situation like with your you're independent now?
Yeah, I'm independent. I'm not signed to nobody. I do my own shit, right? I run all my own business. I ain't got no manager, no nothing like that. I be having little people like assistants and shit, and then step in and do shit for me, send over contracts and sign shit, but everything come to me, I do everything myself.
And what did happen? You were with Def Jam at one point.
Yeah, I was with Def Jam, and shit, that ain't work out. So shit, I got off the label in 4 years ago. I've been independent ever since. Shit, once I got off the label, yeah, hell yeah. Once I got off the label, I made the same amount of money I signed for. So I was like, hold on, I gotta stay independent. I made way more money independent than being signed.
Shit, that's what's up. I heard the independent is where it's at, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Money. It's a little more work though, right? You gotta.
I mean,
you gotta do a lot
it
yourself.
depends. It depends on what you're doing. It depends on what you're doing. But if you're in the dough and you independent, it's good. You good. You ain't got nothing to worry about. If you just independent and don't nobody know you and you just an independent artist, it might be hard. But if you independent and you popular and shit, I don't think it's gonna be hard and shit. Cause everybody know who you is already.
So going from, having a deal and, kind of doing that, kind of got you kind of in the door and everything.
Yeah.
And now he's,
good.
Now you're at the point, people take your phone call.
Right.
But before you got on, it's probably hard. Now it's little Reese calls.
Yeah, anybody could go in that office and say my name, they gonna know who I am.
Right.
You go in there with them jewels and them Jewish people and say my name, they gonna know what's up.
Yeah. No, I hear that, man. That's it makes sense. Well, man, I appreciate your time, man.
For sure,
I
bro.
really do, man. You know, this was a dope interview. You know, I know you don't do a lot of interviews.
Hell no, I ain't did no interview in so long.
You know, man, I wish you success, man. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
Hopefully your throat, you know what I'm saying, continues to
Get better. Shit.
get better, you know what I'm saying? Get you back, man, and you know?
Sure, bro.
Like I said, appreciate you, man.
All love, bro.
For sure. What's up? This is Cam Capone. We got more content like this coming soon, so hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in to Cam Capone News.